Well, a midnight 911 call from a citizen saying she'd witnessed someone vandalizing a house led Forest Park police to the home of their mayor, David Lockhart.
Yeah, the mayor cussed out the police, called the police chief to get officers off of his front porch, and it was all captured on police audio tapes. Well, senior I-Team reporter Dale Russell says the mayor blames it all on a bad mix of alcohol and a new prescription drug he was taking.
Russ, that's exactly what he said. David Lockhart told me he didn't read the label warning not to mix a new prescription drug he was taking with alcohol. He said he'd only had a couple of drinks the night of the very strange incident.
Porch Park 911.
A midnight caller tells the 911 center that someone busted out a window of this vacant house, then walked over to the home next door.
They were walking around busting out windows.
4 Forest Park patrol cars took off, and officers arrived at the house. On the front porch, officers found a man behind a screen door with a cut left hand who refused to step outside. The officers were wearing microphones, and you can hear what the man told them.
You want to get the out of my house? Get off my property.
I will as soon as you listen to her.
Nope, right now.
At one point, an officer tells the man,
If you don't come out here and talk to me, you will be tased and you are going to jail.
During the next 30 minutes, the man denies breaking the window, slams the front door in an officer's face, and cusses out his family and police. One officer calls his captain.
He refused to come out. He was standing at the door, but he wouldn't talk to us. He tried to slam the door in my face. He is extremely inebriated.
That man was Forest Park Mayor David Lockhart.
I don't think he was very aggressive. I think
He was cussing family members, cussing officers, slammed a door on an officer's foot in the officer's face. Wouldn't that be aggressive?
you say aggressive, that's more aggressive towards the officers, and this is more just trying to maintain himself inside the house.
As the mayor's wife arrived home, police got the story. Family members said it began with Mayor Lockhart eating dinner with his family in underground Atlanta. In police reports, various family members described Mayor Lockhart as intoxicated, extremely aggravated, and had never seen her husband act this way. Mayor Lockhart's nephew drove his uncle home and pulled into the next-door neighbor's driveway. He did this so Mayor Lockhart's wife, who was following in a second car, could park in her own driveway. The nephew told police before Miss Lockhart arrived, the mayor tried to bust out the bedroom window of the vacant house. That's when it all started.
I don't give a yeah, Dave. No. Move, Check it out.
Mayor Lockhart refused to talk with me on camera, but on the phone he blamed the entire incident on a new prescription drug he was taking. He says he failed to read the label that said not to mix it with alcohol. He wouldn't provide the name of the prescription due to privacy issues.
We determined that there wasn't any intent on his part to do any damage to the window, and this became more of a medical issue.
Apparently, it was all over. But according to the police report, the mayor's son then came running out of the house and told officers that his father's gun cabinet was open, that there was ammunition on the bed, and that his father and mother were locked inside the bedroom.
Mayor Lockhart is in his room.
The way that he put it is not exactly what it was.
Major Mattson says the son got it wrong. In a follow-up interview with the mayor's wife 5 days after the incident, she told police the door wasn't locked, but blocked by a dresser.
He moved a dresser as he was looking for cigarettes, and those are small houses, they're small bedrooms, and you move a dresser over and it's going to block opening up the door completely.
She also denied earlier police statements she made that her husband grabbed her and broke her phone. There were no charges. Did he get special treatment?
No. Like I said, I could show many cases where we've had people under some sort of a medical duress and that have not gone to jail.
If it was a regular citizen, it would have been the same way. It wouldn't have.
Forest Park Councilwoman Latresa Wells, a frequent critic of police, believes the mayor got preferential treatment. And she says a lot of her constituents believe if it had been them, they would have been arrested. What do you think should have happened?
I think he should have been arrested, just like any other citizen would have been arrested. I don't think you're above the law. We're not above the law.
Now, this entire incident was brought up at the most recent Forest Park City Council meeting and caused quite a debate, I'm told. The timing for all this couldn't be worse. The Forest Park mayor's job is up for grabs this November. Russ, Sine.
And he wouldn't tell you what that prescription drug was. Have there been any other calls to that house?
Police tell me that they haven't had any calls at all, no domestic kind of calls that you might wonder about, but none at all other than a stolen bike. In that case, the family was the victim in the situation. So he says it's never happened before and says it'll never happen again. And as you say, we asked, tell us what the prescription is and we'll verify the story. And he said for privacy reasons, he didn't want to do that.
Wow. Well, as the tapes show, that was quite the scene.
It was.
Thanks so much, Dale.
I think everyone in Forest Park is glad it's over.
Yeah.
Dale, thanks very much.